I've been playing RuneScape for something like the last 20 years. It's always been something I like to do to unwind, relax, or just kill some time. But now, I'm looking for a challenge. So come with me while we leave the mainland behind and set up shop on the continent of Zeah. It seems like for now, our only real choice is to continue using our leather boots, and that'll just have to do. But what if we had another option though? Something that could actually give a pretty substantial upgrade for both the boot and glove slots. Maybe even my best in slot for both. Even better, what if it were something that had no requirements to obtain whatsoever? It turns out the answer to all of our glove and boot issues ended up coming from a set of gear I didn't even know existed until I spent some time browsing the wiki for any and every option to find some upgrades. The Shazian armor set. Outside of the meager 20 defense requirement to actually equip the items, there are no minigame or quest requirements, and I don't even have to spend any gold, so this one's a no-brainer. The set's obtained from challenging various officers within the Shazian encampment, right next to the agility course, where I've literally spent like 5 hours doing agility laps. Really not sure how I didn't see these guys and question this before, but whatever. After challenging and defeating each NPC in a duel, they'll reward you with one of the 5 pieces in their respective tier. You either get the helmet, body, legs, gloves, or boots at random, and the stats for these will increase as we progress to harder and harder tiers of the soldiers. In order for us to challenge the next tier of NPC, you have to obtain all 5 pieces from the prior tier. So if we want to get our hands on the full Tier 5 armor set, we'll need to beat all 5 of these NPCs 5 times each. Well, we managed to complete Shazian armors 1 through 4 with no issues. I've got the boots and gloves equipped at the moment because those are going to be my best in slot for quite a while. I'd like to try to go for the 5s. I don't think I can do it because the guy that you have to kill is level 99, I think, and we are level like 55. So this is probably not going to end well for us, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. I do need to refill my prayer. Where is the closest altar? I may have to just take these one fight at a time and re-gear between. I don't really know how well these guys will hit against me, but he is almost double my combat, so I feel like I need to take every advantage I can. I might need to come back here and refill prayer after every fight. If for whatever reason I'm not able to do this right now, I'm probably going to go stop by the fire giants in the catacombs and go get myself a rune skimmy, because that would honestly be a huge accuracy boost. Talk to soldier, tier 5, level 99. Yeah, we are level 54, almost 55. So sure, let's give this a go. Honestly, I think we'll be able to do this just fine. I think it's just going to take a while. Especially if I want to get all 5 pieces, which I don't know that I necessarily need. If I can get the boots and the gloves immediately, then I'm probably just going to peace out, because this armor is not actually that good. It's just the best thing that I can have for gloves and boots. Sweet, first piece done. The Greaves. Couldn't get lucky. Thank you. All right, I am going to go refill my prayer after this, because it's looking like we're going to need at least 2 more. I'm betting we get the helmet next, because that's just how my luck is. You can stop comboing me, and that would be... Oh my god, stop. That's ridiculous. There we go. Hey, okay, sweet. We got the boots. That's okay. It'll be the next kill for sure. Come on, one more hit and we're done. One more hit and I never have to come here again. Yes! All right, Shazian gloves 5. Looks like we officially have what we came for. But it looks like we actually walked away with a little bit more. I figured it was very likely we'd end up getting the rest of the Shazian gear while trying to get the gloves and boots, but outside of the fashionscape aspect, I really didn't think the rest of the gear would actually do anything for us. Apparently I was wrong. I knew the gloves provided a bit of a strength bonus, which is going to be really nice for our melee training, and I figured the boots were just going to be a nice upgrade from leather. What I didn't know was the set actually provides a pretty decent range bonus, as well as a set effect to greatly reduce, if not completely negate, the damage taken from the Lizard Shaman special attack. It's an enemy that I hadn't really given much thought to, since I assumed I wouldn't be able to fight them consistently, because of their high DPS. Once I get higher defense gear from Moons, it wouldn't be a problem, but by that point, I really wouldn't want any of the drops that they have anyway. Having the option to do this before Moons means we have another source to farm the Rune Chain Body, and if I get extremely lucky, we might even get a Dragon Warhammer, both of which could be extremely helpful at Moons. This made me also think about what our best range gear would be. While we're obviously going to be getting something from Moons eventually, this Shazian armor is actually going to be my best range gear for quite some time. The next step up won't be until I get the crafting level to make green D-hide at 63 crafting. That's going to take a lot of sand and soda ash from the charter ships. No thanks. All in all, a very happy surprise, and it definitely makes me glad I took the time to do this now. I think I am actually going to go prep myself to go get my rune skimmy, because that is the last major combat piece of equipment that I need for the moment, before I feel like I am ready to go AFK at the gym crab, which I am very much looking forward to, seeing the combat stats go up and up on the crab. You know what? Surely there's something somewhere I can buy that will give me magic bonus. I'm pretty sure there's a clothing store somewhere around here, right? Yeah. So I can go see what they've got and see if they have any like wizard's hats or robes or literally anything to give any kind of magic bonus. Robin. None of this will give me magic bonus. But I don't think leather will harm my magic bonus at all. Nor will these skirts, I don't think. Yeah. I'm gonna see what kind of magic armor we can get and see if there's anything that I care to go and try and acquire. Oh, it's our lucky day, is it? Wow. Quiz show. Can't wait. Choose a prize. You gotta go with the mystery box. I don't care what anybody says. Let's get it. Oh, yes! That is what we want. That is actually, I think, kind of rare from there. Actually, I think that is kind of rare from the mystery box. Okay, well, apparently it's not. It's 1 in 15, so it is what it is. But we will take the free Slayer XP. Will that give us another one? Another level? Yeah, level 16. We are cruising through these levels. I know it'll slow down eventually, but for now, it feels pretty dang good, and I'm glad that I didn't just dismiss that random, because I usually don't do the quiz guy. Apparently one of the stores here sells the wizard's hat, which will at least get us like a +1 or +2 to magic. I'm gonna bet it's this general store, so we'll go check there first. While I'm here, I'm also gonna pick up some more runes, because I know 2,000 runes may not be enough. Fire giants are a decent source for the rune skim, but it's by no means guaranteed, and we could be here a while. Really need this weapon, so we're kind of stuck here until we get it. Hey, let's get ourselves a wizard hat. And he doesn't sell chaos runes. Okay, it's the other one. Do you sell chaos runes? There they are. Okay, how much are these? Oof, those are 10k each. And how many do they have in there? Yeah, 100 chaos runes for 10k. That is a lot. Okay, well, okay. I guess we don't use the cash or anything else, so it is what it is. You just stay over there, Mr. Dragon. I'm gonna stand over here and launch air at this fire, and we're all just gonna go about our business, yeah? You don't need to come over here and investigate. Level 274 dragon that could probably kill me in one hit. Nope, don't do it. I don't know if these guys are aggro or not, but standing here with my back to a steel dragon at combat level 54 is nerve-wracking, to say the least. Oh my gosh, I was just completely AFK and didn't even notice. Let's go, Rune Sim after, I don't know, like 15 kills? That's so lucky. Oh my god, look at that thing, it's so good. I guess now that we have the melee weapon that will be best in slot for quite some time now, I'm ready just to kind of go hang out at the gym crab, AFK a bit, get some levels. We're gonna need a ton of combat levels for the Moons quest anyway, and actually grinding Moons, especially since the gear we're gonna have to use isn't exactly ideal. I'm likely gonna need at least 85, maybe 90 defense, probably 90 strength, 90 attack before I'm ready to go for Moons, just because the gear I'm gonna have to use is so low quality. That's a long time AFKing at the gym crab, but at least it's chill, so I guess we'll just get to it. Well, it has been about a month of AFK training at the gym crab. I have spent an absurd amount of time and effort here to get some combat stats, and I am very excited to showcase where we've ended up. When we started this grind for our melee stats, we were somewhere around the 40s, but we were nowhere near where we needed to be for either the Moons or Coliseum or Huecoto or anything really that we have planned for this account. So I knew it was going to be a while. I did not expect it to take as long as it has, and I haven't gotten as high as I actually would like to yet, but we've made good progress. So without further ado, here are the stats we are currently working with. I got us all the way up to 70 attack, 81 strength, 75 defense, and 76 hit points. Now I have not touched prayer, range, or magic since our last check-in. So we still have a lot of work to do on all of those in order for us to really be able to feel like we can do all the content. Mostly prayer, that's gonna take us a minute to get that much XP, but we have made some progress towards the melee stats. Obviously we still have a ways to go on Slayer. I believe I've gotten a level or two since I last checked in, but I have one more fun little surprise. While we've been here, AFK at the gym crab, I did some experimenting with random events, and turns out you can stack lamps and books in your inventory from random events. I didn't know that, but having a lamp in your inventory does not disqualify you from getting another one. And boy, oh boy, did I get some lamps. I just started collecting these maybe like a week ago or so. Like I said, it's been right about a month since I started this grind, and I didn't think about trying to collect them until about a week or two ago. But I did stack up a few of these, and I think it's going to be pretty satisfying to throw these down. So let's just get right at it. I'm going to need to step away from the crab here. We can admire my wonderful Shazian armor. Anyway, let's get some Slayer XP. God, it feels weird to put lamps on Slayer. It just doesn't feel right. 22 Slayer. We can now kill desert lizards, which God knows we're never going to do that. And yeah, so that's obviously a nice chunk that we just got. We are, in levels at least, we're about halfway to our Slayer goal. Obviously in XP, we have a long ways to go still, and we are nowhere near done with our Slayer grind. But I have something else in mind for that, at least something to try. If you remember way back on episode like 3, I think, 2 or 3, we talked about Slayer and how we were likely going to have to use lamps to get us all the way there because we only have access to one Slayer Master on the continent of Zeah at the moment. Unfortunately, one was not added whenever they completed the continent. I kind of hoped maybe they would add something, but they didn't, which leaves us with Konar. Konar is unique in the sense that instead of just telling you what Slayer monster to kill, she actually tells you where to go kill it, which is a problem because most of the Slayer monsters, about half, actually reside off of the continent. Now, there are a lot of options on the continent, most of which can be found in the catacombs of Korinth and just scattered throughout the rest of the continent. But our options are limited, and if we get a task that we can't complete, we are soft locked because you need Slayer points to be able to actually cancel a task, and you can't get Slayer points without completing the tasks. The only other requirement for Konar is 75 combat, which we obviously smashed by getting all of these levels. So I figured, why not give it a shot? Let's talk to Konar, see what she gives us. Please, for the love of God, give us something that we can kill on the continent. Hellhounds in the catacombs of Korinth. Yes! That is amazing. Okay, we can do that task, and I think that is actually a decent amount of XP. It doesn't really give us any drops at all. Typically, people kill hellhounds for hard clues, and the likelihood of us being able to complete a hard clue is probably 0%, so we don't really care about that. They do drop a decent amount of death runes, so that could be good. But the main thing that we're gonna hope to get from any of these tasks are brimstone keys. Brimstone keys can be used to unlock this brimstone chest here. And the drop table for the brimstone chest it's pretty good. As far as I can tell, the drop table isn't skill dependent like it is for Wintertide. It's just a straightforward drop table with all sorts of goodies, ranging from medium to high level seeds, smithing materials, rune armor pieces, and if we get super lucky, we might even get some of the unique Mystic Robe variants or Broken Dragon Hasta. I would have no way to repair the Dragon Hasta on Zeah, but it would be a pretty fun drop to get, for sure. Brimstone keys have a drop rate of approximately 1 in 100. That does vary slightly based on the combat level of the monster you're killing, but on average it's about 1 in 100, so we're going to be hoping to get 1, maybe 2 keys per task. Any keys we get from these tasks will be a great bonus, but obviously the main reason we're here is for the XP. 146 Hellhounds should get us about 17,000 Slayer XP. Currently, I've got about 6,000 Slayer XP after all those lamps and books. And that's why it's so important for us to be able to do these tasks and not get locked out of them. We'll just have to cross our fingers and hope that Konar continues to be kind and gives us tasks on the continent. Either way, I don't think we're quite ready to gear up and go kill Hellhounds yet. I believe we're actually going to need 43 prayer. We're going to need protection prayers because those things hurt. I can look and see if there's a safe spot in the catacombs. I don't know if there would be for Hellhounds specifically, but we can try. Otherwise, we're going to have to wait for 43 prayer because I can't sit there and tank level 122 monsters. So, might be a minute. But we'll get there. All right, well, we're all geared up. I guess it is time for us to go do some prayer grinding. Need to get some big bones from hill giants, and the best place that I know how to do that is going to be the Giants Cave over in the Shazian area. There I should be able to find hill giants, moss giants, and fire giants. So I should be able to get a decent amount of XP at just about any level. We got our best range gear that we can currently equip, and we're ready to go.